I think he did some things wrong.
Hi.
Hello.
We were just kidding. Don't do that if you heard what I said. He's bad. He's not a friend.
What was that website you sent me to buy some T-shirts or something from? I didn't understand.
I saw the ad during the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those weren't for me.
Yeah.
I punch people that wear those.
No.
No, we do. We kick them out.
I've seen your closet.
Well, a lot's changed since college. A lot's changed. I've learned some things. None of that stuff, but
It's Thursday night.
Pin live.
The best night of the week where we get to hang out with all of our friends.
These just bam. Like
I feel like we did last week's last week.
2 days ago. Feels like it was just
at least 7 days ago.
Feels like it was just Thursday, barely 6 days ago. Barely.
So if you are new here, you kind of know the drill. Any questions, we'll ask them. We'll answer them.
They won't know the drill.
If you're new here, you will teach you the drill. If you are sorry, I'm messing up my words. If you are regular here, you know the drill. But if you are new here, ask us a question. We'll answer it. Maybe. Sometimes a little too honestly.
Maybe.
Sometimes not honestly.
You don't get all the secrets right away. You got to work at it.
Why don't you subscribe to our Patreon? Then
you got to put the time in. You know where else you got to put the time in?
The gym.
Yeah. Sorry. Yes, the gym.
Which one? Since you're doing the ad read.
Well, let's just walk through it. Like I'm in Genesee County, right? So I'm gonna go to a bad gym. Like no, I'm gonna go to a good gym. Dare I say the best gym in Genesee County?
There's so much corn here.
We do grow some of that.
There's a lot of corn in Genesee County.
A lot of beans, a lot of you got to work that stuff off at the gym. It sits on you. It's heavy. That stuff is heavy. So Beyond Driven, fitness and performance. It's
both.
Or is it performance and fitness?
Why not both?
Well, they have it on the sign one way. It's either or.
It's fitness and it's fit. You should know this. They've been a sponsor for years.
Fitness and performance. I really think that they take that performance to the next level too, because they're constantly they've got all sorts of technology. They've got programs for your student athlete to get them to the next level. Like you want to get some college scholarships, get your kid over there. Beyond Driven, fitness and performance. Where is it? There it is.
It's such a great ad read, dude.
I try. I try. I wish I could preserve the good ones better, though. And if I could, I would do so. Like I would open up. There was some type of magic bag that I could open and you're really smart. And then I could seal it. And I could later when I'm feeling down, when you make fun of me for stuff, I could open it and I could listen. Oh wow.
You're so easy to make fun of though.
That is true. I kind of opened myself up.
Our other sponsor is Arms Preservation Inc. They're so great. I love our friends.
I really loved how you just went for it.
You know my
you
dude.
Just go for it. It's great.
This is a family stream.
Happy Thursday, Jim. It's great to see you. Hi. Hello. So fun. Just the Second Amendment culture, it exists. People think it doesn't, but
especially in New York,
there's proof. There's dozens of us.
We've said it before, but it sucks going to shows across the country and people are like, "Oh, you're from New York.
Oh, we don't make a gun for you."
And then they just kind of you just watch them dream about other people.
Mm-hmm.
Hurts. We're here in New York.
It's like the jealous girlfriend meme.
Yeah,
somebody from Texas walks by. Oh, it hurts. We'll get there. They're not a sponsor, although I feel like in my heart they would sponsor us, but they're just using the money for better things. FPC.
Firearms Policy Coalition, for sure.
If you're not a member of FPC, shame on you. You should be. If you're a gun owner, if you want to keep being a gun owner, if you want your kids to be gun owners,
or
join
your
FPC. For real. That's the future right there. Firearms Policy Coalition. They are the most based. They are the gun rights group to support right now in this trying times. I love it. I love it. Look at that.
You got your
Card
black
carrying
card, dude?
member over here. Look at
Wow.
that.
Is that like a metal card? It looks pretty metallic.
It's pretty sweet.
It is
It's
cool.
got to be a
though.
gloss. You know, you're not getting those on Vistaprint. Let's just say.
Yeah, no,
No.
you get those by supporting.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, they're just fighting so much BS all across the country. It's hard for them to focus like specifically on New York.
But they have a lot of stuff pending in New York. Like they're.
I feel like every day there's a new lawsuit.
Yeah, constant.
Then with GOA, like
Yep. They partner up a lot. We had Brett was in here a while ago. He signed up with FPC, and we gained back some of our freedoms because of a TFP customer that put his money where his mouth was. Not even really his money, like just put his soul out there. Be like, yes, I will be the one that's going to sue New York State on behalf of all of you. And he dismantled a lot of those, or like his lawsuit through FPC dismantled a lot of those sensitive location bans, didn't he?
yeah.
That's what his was about.
I'm gonna try and find the episode.
Well, it was a while ago, back in the shipping container studio. We've been through a lot of studios. Can we look up like how many studios has like Rogan had?
He's had a few.
Yeah, he's had a
Yeah.
few. Not just like redesigns, but like new.
Like
Because that's
new
obviously
complete
that's like
ones.
you want to compare yourself to your like closest peer.
Yeah.
So he's like our closest, like in terms of viewership. You know,
I dropped a link for that Spotify ad
nice.
to
Look
that
at that.
Spotify episode. If
How
anybody
many
wants to watch
episodes
it.
are we up to on Spotify? Are we at 100 yet?
Yeah.
Are we?
No, I think we're in the high 90s. Give me a second. I'll look.
Sal, the new digs are looking good. Thank you. Yeah, I'm assuming you like where I'm at here. You like this right here, I bet. Sal likes this picture. The other one, not so much. That's kind of.
Whoa.
you know.
Oh, dude. Have some. That is art.
But it's
Stop.
not. There's no snowmobiles. So, and there's no southern U.S. desert. That's the two things. But
I don't know how accurate it is because I could have missed one episode and kept going off of a wrong episode. But theoretically, this is the 93rd Spotify upload.
that's cool. 93. And we've only been doing that. I mean, there's some we skip, but that's about 2 years worth, right?
Yeah.
Like pretty
Give or
much since
take.
the fire was when we started doing those.
Oh, yeah, I heard before.
Yeah.
Pretty much
Yeah.
since we started building the old garage studio.
The M-Balm effect says digging the newer studio. It's true. It's not done yet. And it might not be its final form.
Well, no, I think it is done. I think this,
it's done. It's got a certain chic to it. I like it. It's keeping us humble, right? Like you're not good. You don't need paint. Like what a privileged little cushion.
if you do have just a little bit, just a little accent corner.
Think your grandpa's had paint on Normandy? Like they're on the beach getting
My
shot at?
grandpa's had it was lead, but they had paint.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was asbestos.
It peeled,
based.
yeah.
It was mostly asbestos.
I do want to debate with Sal. Cash is not king. It's all about Ethereum and Bitcoin.
Ooh, Sal would debate you for a while on that. He would debate you for a while on that. Yeah. We'll get him on a stream.
That'd be fun.
We'll get him.
We'll talk
yeah.
about the gold
We'll
standard.
get him on a
and-
stream. We'll get him cooking if he would like. He does. I'm friends with. Right, he's my buddy. We'll like Christmas time. He'll just like go live in his house and he's making all this crazy food and yeah, it's fun. It's a fun time. I tune into that big time. Yes, the M-Balm effect. It does have characters. There's a couple characters in here. I love it. Did you ever upload last week's stream? Or
I did not.
We
I was like,
we
man, you know
decided
what?
not to. So we can't even talk about it because people can't go back and watch that one. I don't know what was up with me last stream. I was just not about it.
You were a
It
little
being-
zesty. I don't know. Yeah.
It being the population of Korea, just the entire, just all of them. I don't know.
Although we hooked Jason up on the mic and he was hilarious. That was a fun time.
Such a kid.
So,
Just-
he's so 19. I love it.
Such a kid. Yeah. Is he still?
Yeah, I think.
I feel like he's been
only
19 for like 3 years.
Is he?
Wasn't his birthday like?
Oh yeah. Okay.
We don't pay attention to that. Yeah, we got one of the cadres down at a NASCAR. Cam's not here.
Yeah.
He's down
He's Georgia.
making sure they only turn left. Sometimes they sneak a right in there. And then the first thing is like,
the
no,
whole thing's
no. Only lefts. Only left-hand turns. Please tell me we did a little bit of research before the show
We did,
about anything.
but Joe
He's got
them,
all that.
and
Yeah.
Joe did some great work.
He's not here. That's
and
great.
He's still
That's great.
at the shop.
That's great.
So,
What's been the coolest thing you've seen come in lately? Have you seen those Hudsons yet? I haven't seen the new Hudsons.
yeah, pretty nice.
The Daniel Defense
the
ones.
Daniel H9.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Yeah.
I guess it's just the Daniel Defense H9, right?
Yeah.
It's not called the Hudson anymore. That was such a shame. That was really like, it was something new and it was something different. I was really hopeful for that company. And there's been a lot of other podcasts that they've been on and they've dug deep, like in the weeds of what happened. And I think it was just that classic, like you get in, not necessarily over your head, but like, it's a lot harder to start up a new design and a new manufacturing. Like, okay, you can make your design, but then like making the factory to make your product efficiently, like that's, I think, way harder.
Yeah.
That's got to be way harder. And I don't know if they just weren't up to it or just everything hit them at the worst time.
I don't think there was like the long-term engineering either, because the problem was a lot of them were breaking it like 1,000 rounds ish.
Yeah.
And they just weren't in tune with, serious shooters.
Sure.
And then
Which seems wild because they were like,
yeah. And then they announced their lightweight aluminum frame like too early. So then everybody stopped buying the other ones.
Sure.
So they just killed their cash flow.
you got to do what Glock does.
Like,
just let it.
You're
let it
excited and you're like, well, we kind of need a win. We can announce
Mhm.
this. But then all of a sudden everybody's like, well, I'm just going to wait for that one.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
there was no money.
I do wish we had. I do wish I'd gotten one of the OG ones like back when they went on sale. It's so funny. A viewer asks, Tyler, do you want me to put the chili in the crock pot or keep it in the fridge?
I actually
What's-
just text you.
That's so funny.
I saw the text.
It's so funny. This is a wholesome, like this is a family stream. It's so cute. It's so fun.
Thanks, Malachi. Yeah, please keep the chili in the crock pot.
If you
for me.
he's coming home. He's just gonna right over the sink, no plate. So, all right, when you get home, you're gonna have to put that away.
Fuck.
Do you put it away like how I would? How do you put it away?
So I'm very slow. Like,
Oh, you'll eat for 3 hours. I know.
yeah, I'm a grazer. Don't shake your head at me.
My 8-year-old is a grazer, and it pisses me off so much because I need her to eat. Like we got things to do.
Well, when I lived with you, you didn't need me to do anything. I just ate slow.
Yeah, you just had to exist in the
Yeah.
house. Just clean the pool. Like, what? Don't even have.
You don't even have- I was like,
Don't even
wait,
have
there's
one.
a pool. I don't know. I'd eat it and then just scoop it into a container
Oh, okay.
and then rinse out and then put it in the dishwasher.
You wouldn't
If-
just take the crock pot,
Yeah.
pot and just throw that in the fridge?
If there's room,
Nah,
if
nah.
there's
Yeah, if there's room,
if there's room, that's my go-to.
I'm just put the
I put the
don't
whole
fuck
fucking
with
thing.
that.
I put the cord and everything in there. I put the whole thing.
I take the pot out of the heating part.
Sure.
I just throw that right in there.
Nah, I'm just gonna scoop it into a
All right, here's
Couple.
another culture
Then
war.
you've dirtied another dish.
dishwasher.
Here's another culture war that we'll ask. This is deep. This is what divides America, I think. First of all, let's get some ground level stuff. Shoes on or off in the house?
Off.
100%. I don't understand. Like you'll see that movie trope of like that's got to be only a California thing, right? Where there's like they never
Disrespectful.
touch
but yeah.
actual like dirt. It's all just pavement everywhere. There's people that
Even
keep their
that's still
shoes on
gross.
in their house. It's gross.
I mean, like if I have to go, like
Oh,
if I have to run off, like oh, I forgot this shit. Okay.
Yeah,
It
like if I have to
happens.
run back and grab
It
my
happens.
keys, but like
I'm just saying, I keep my shoes on in the house depending on like what I'm like. It really depends.
all right. Well,
what if I'm at
Malachi.
home? If I'm at home,
Like if I'm just chilling at home, not going anywhere, no shoes.
you're not really from here, though. As from here as you could be on stolen land. Okay.
How disrespectful.
Do
is
you-
he, though?
Do you like? All right, you've made your food. It's still hot, right? Do you let it cool down before you put it in the fridge, or it just goes right in the fridge?
See, I don't like I don't really like food once it goes in the fridge.
You're done with it. You don't even put it away in the fridge.
That's
Either
why
eat
he
it or
has-
it's
Depends
gone.
on the food.
He has to
Yeah.
graze because it delays it going in the fridge.
Chili's good reheated. Like
I've
tacos.
got-
Oh,
good
sure,
reheated.
yeah. There's stuff you're not gonna reheat French fries.
Hot take.
Whatever.
I hate leftover. Like once pizza hits the fridge, it's dead to me.
I've
Nah,
eaten
no
entire
microwave pizza.
meals off of this guy's leftovers.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's great.
I prefer fridge pizza.
Hate it.
I don't even warm it up.
I want more
I'll just eat
grafts
it
from the
cold.
heat of the pizza.
Yeah,
Like,
grab the inside of your mouth.
Yeah,
Oh
like,
my
I'll just,
god.
yeah, just eat cold pizza.
Jim, what about you? You seem like I could see Jim getting out the frying pan and like doing a little water with the lid, right, to like crisp the pizza back up. I could see that. I could see that from Jim. Tony wants some food. See, Victoria knows what's up. Cold pizza. Cold pizza's the best. Jim asks, unrelated question. I don't know how anything could be related to what we were talking about, but
Sorry to
asking
interrupt.
about. See, the chat's got my
Chat
side.
hates me for cold pizza.
Cold
Mm.
pizza's the best. It is.
I disagree.
I think if I could only have like blazing hot pizza right out of the oven or cold, I think I would go cold. Cold pizza's the best. Yes, Jim.
All right.
Literally a hero too.
Literally. I mean, it's true.
Literally a hero. Radios. We will get back into radios.
Oh, really? This is
We'll get-
confirmed.
We'll get back into them someday. It's an awesome tool. Way too long of a story to get into on here, but obviously we used to be into radios pretty hardcore.
We're soured.
That team
Got soured.
kind of fell apart. There was some bad stuff that happened.
We were in a magazine.
We were in a magazine. That was wild. We were in like Off Grid magazine.
Yeah.
On the cover.
Well,
Like
yeah.
the words were on the cover.
Yeah.
Our picture was the radio was on the cover. That
Yeah.
counts.
I built that radio.
They still
I
have
had
those.
It was the
Radios.
feature article, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Radios tie hand in hand with a lot of stuff that we do here. Just self-reliance, being able to take care of you and yours,
Crime.
having backups, not relying on the government for anything. Crime. Yeah.
Remember how mad people got that we were selling radios?
People got mad, dude. People
So
got mad.
stupid.
Like we're
radios.
we're selling a safety product. 99% of the people who bought them were like cop families or just
Like,
relatives
Some
of
old
police
lady
officers.
that just like the
Yeah.
city is burning. I want to
Yeah.
know what's going on.
Like there are riots happening every night. I want to know like where they are or whatever. And somehow that turned into we were selling radios to Antifa,
Yeah.
which was wild.
Which, like, if you think about it, like using a radio during a riot,
What's an Antifa look like?
how can you? I don't know.
I mean, using a radio to try and coordinate crime seems like a very bad idea.
And like they already have like everything we were doing. You could just download an app. You don't
Yeah,
need to
it's all
download an
public
app. You just
information.
Go to a website and there's a dude who has a radio hooked up to the computer and is live streaming all that anyways. It was just, people wanted a physical, like, yeah, if the cell phones go down, I know this will still work because it's the same technology that they're using, So yeah, Jim still has the handhelds, a mobile and a base. And same thing, like I still have all my radios. Like I really haven't turned them on or used them much in the past little bit. We've been a little distracted here. Someday I would love to put a tower up
Yeah.
here at the firing pin. Like we're on a really good piece of ground for it. We wouldn't have to go up too high. We used to have a couple repeaters that we paid for. Again, that takes like a club of people all chipping in and making sure that can work.
Which we had. We had a really good thing going.
We had a really good thing going until people's egos, like with everything, not mine, certainly I don't have one, but certain people's egos clashed with my lack of an ego. And then, little firestorm. But yeah, someday we'll get back into it.
But like the thing that sucks is like no matter how into radios you get, like AES 256 encryption and stuff, the supercomputer is just gonna make that useless.
Pretty much, yeah. And
In like 20 years.
you could never convince me. Like there were a few times where we were like, all right, man, like this is as secure can be. And it's like, we'll say something that would put you in prison. Like say something on the radio, like if you're that, and like no one ever would. So it's like, all right, well, you don't really trust that.
Yeah, right.
Like how secure can it really be? Because I don't think there's a back door. There's a back door to everything. There's no
And if there isn't, one will be made.
You have a back door, so like it's human nature.
That was stupid.
I don't know. It's true though.
I want to.
mean, you could just go back how they used to do it with code words. And stuff.
Whisper to a pigeon.
I mean, like,
Go tell Tyler he sucks.
like a little voice recorder on the pigeon. You just hit
You
play.
suck.
If we had a
Just
Patreon,
completely
I was going to say
analog.
something different.
Yeah. You might know this, Joe. There's an amount. There's like a data speed where, like, obviously within a certain physical size constraint, where pigeons actually are faster. Like sending, like if you like were to strap on a USB, like
Right,
you
yeah,
want to
there's-
send 1,000 gigabytes or something like that.
There's like a
Like,
certain, yeah, especially with solid state storage, there are some cases in which pigeon delivery would be quicker. I mean, if we got really into radio, you could still do amateur TV. That's a thing.
yeah, yep.
I mean,
Yeah, we had some fun sending. What was it, SSTV?
yeah,
Like, there's a way you can send images over the
So cool.
radios. Yeah.
It uses
Like we were just sending terrible, disgusting memes, but like,
And like a picture of a cat.
yeah,
And that was the first thing we sent.
it uses the same protocols as the internet
yeah.
networks. Yeah,
Here's another nerd thing you'll find interesting because I did. Our internet soon, Spectrum, everybody's internet is going to be like improved supposedly because they're no longer
Faster.
broadcasting television through the coax lines. So like all that's getting like unlocked for regular like internet users. So instead of having like
Wow.
60 up and down, you'll have like 600 up and down or whatever, just because all that bandwidth is being freed up. And I think the only difference is like you're gonna need a new modem.
will we actually be able to hit advertised speeds now?
Probably not. Probably not.
I use Greenlight.
Probably never.
So
Yeah, I'm very jealous of that. Very jealous
pretty
of that.
cool.
Fiber is
How long does what's like the biggest download for a PlayStation game? Call of Duty always still.
Oh
right?
yeah,
Like,
ridiculous.
how long would that take? 3
Probably
seconds.
Probably like an hour.
That's not bad for
Like a,
You run your shit all the time, obviously, but like
yeah, I
maybe
use
not
my,
as much lately.
I use my PlayStation. Like that's like we don't use our smart TV as a smart TV.
Sure.
Like, the
You just
PlayStation's
run it off
Hulu,
the PlayStation.
Netflix,
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Like YouTube.
Mine, like I probably haven't played a game since like the last Call of Duty came
Yeah.
out, whatever the latest one was, or the one before this one, or whatever. But I remember like you guys were getting into it, and I was like, all right, I can get into it.
Yeah.
Like the kids are at the right age, but like still, like Emmy was young enough, and like, all right, I've gotten her to sleep. Like everybody else is doing stuff. Like we haven't gotten anything where we could do anything on the building yet. So I'd fire I still have a PS4. So I'd fire that thing up and it would take like minutes to like warm up. And then, yeah, I'd like go to play. I haven't played in like 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever. And it'd be like, oh, there's an update that you missed.
300.
And then like
gigs.
I'm on Wi-Fi, like where mine is. Like I've never
Yeah.
had an Ethernet line. And like, yeah, I don't have green light. I'm just on regular Spectrum.
So you just
So, yeah, it
have
would be
to-
like 18 hours. Like
You
you'll
just-
be
you
good.
have to set your PlayStation to automatically update while it's asleep.
Sure. Yeah.
Would
You think like learn me once, fool me once.
I've always kind of wanted to do like it'd just be fun to do like game chats like once every month.
Be fun.
Like we all just play and live stream it.
Just play some Helldivers.
Something, yeah.
Bring some Liberty.
I still very much with this new store. We're gonna get a giant projector screen like up on the wall. I would love to do tournaments
Yeah.
of any kind, and like
Fork knife.
like okay, you win. Like here's a little bit of prize money maybe or whatever. But then the prize is like you get to pimp out a rental gun, like whatever
Every
gun you used like in the game to win. Like we'll make a rental gun look just like that. And we'll get Brian to Cerakote it, and like this is the Dr. Agent Creep, like whatever your username is over there. Like nice. Jim still got the PS2, the N64. Hell yeah.
PS2
Hell
was
yeah.
a really good DVD player.
Yeah.
It's
good at
made by
everything.
Sony, yeah.
Yeah.
First online game I played was on PS2.
I remember that was like the big the big selling point over the Xboxes back in the day was
Oh, yeah,
like,
the
well, this is also a
PS3
Blu-ray
was Blu-ray
player.
player.
Like,
Because Xbox 360 was HD DVD, which died.
You know what's really dumb? PlayStation 4, you can't even watch DVDs or Blu-rays unless you're connected to the internet.
It's true.
that's dumb.
It's so stupid.
That's dumb.
Reject.
The original PlayStation was a really good CD player.
I don't know if I
Sony's
did
always
that.
been really good at.
Yeah, I had a
the audio
PlayStation.
video.
PlayStation. I do love how
The gray one.
there is like the gamer gun nerd like streams cross.
I think that's how a lot, especially our generation,
Yeah.
like that's how a lot of us got into it.
Call of Duty, like
Nothing wrong with
that's what
that.
did it for me when I was a kid.
This probably screwed me up at some type of like fundamental level. I was way too young. In the original Medal of Honor game, I don't know if they still do this, but like just Medal of Honor, if you got behind like a mounted machine gun, there'd be like a 50 cal or whatever.
Yeah.
The Germans would send like a wave, you'd blast them down, and you'd wait like 15 seconds, and they'd send another wave. Hours, bro. Hours. Those bodies would stack up like that was bad. I should have had some more supervision.
I was
as a
probably like
kid.
13 years old when Modern Warfare 2 came out and the No Russian campaign.
Sure.
Like
When we all ignored the warning of you could skip this mission.
it never dawned on me until like 5 years ago when I saw it like memed on the internet about like, yo, I shot up a fucking airport. Like, I played in a video game.
No Russians.
Mowing down.
That's why it was so controversial.
Like I didn't even think twice about it.
Are we the baddies?
And I platinumed that game. Like, like I got all the intel on that mission.
We got the kids. I can't remember. Anna must have had one of her old ones. But she had a Nintendo DS.
Yeah, so
right?
great. Such a great system.
So we were like playing with one of those, and then like Ari wants one, right? And so we got her one, and we were out at honestly we were out at Outback Steakhouse. We were sitting there. I think that's where we went for like Christmas dinner this year
Yeah.
for our family because we're here all the time. So we're there, and then like they're at the table like playing them, and they're having fun. And the waitress comes over and she's like, "Oh wow, like that's some cool vintage game. Like my son loves vintage games like that." And our hearts were just like, this is not that old. Like how like it's vintage.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's like 18, 19 years old now.
It took a little while to come to terms that when we go to GameStop, they don't have stuff for like the GameCube.
Yeah. Oh
anymore. Yeah, that was a
Game Players
hurt.
Unlimited? Or
They do.
is it Game Craze
they
in
do.
Brockport?
Game Players Unlimited. Yeah, they do. They're doing pretty good over there in their new spot.
Yeah.
I was worried about them because they had that
They've been
nice,
around forever.
They had that nice little cozy spot
yeah,
on the canal,
down by the bridge.
and like all the college kids could walk there and stuff. And now
Yeah.
they're like up by McDonald's, like up on top of the hill.
Yeah.
But they seem to be doing.
It's a
pretty
nice
good.
location. They got a lot of cool stuff.
They do.
Sponsor us. We know you're watching.
Gamers and
Joe-
guns and gamers. I love it.
Our friend Terzo brought in his Oculus 3. I have the 2. It's bulky, but the 3 was really nice. He brought it in. He has this cool, like, it's the weight of a handgun, and you put the controller in it, and it has like an app where you run shooting drills and stuff. And it was,
That's pretty cool.
I could waste some good time.
Nice.
It's not even
Hi,
a
Nate.
waste, like if you're depending on what you're doing, because they have like if you're practicing for a skill challenge or something, they have all the stages. In there.
Yeah.
So you can get visual reps.
Yeah.
Just practice out your stage plan, all that kind of stuff.
I want one. No.
I'm trying to not get into VR
Hi. Why?
because it's expensive and flight sims are a thing, and I can't afford that.
Hi.
Did you see the Holosun recall?
No.
Yeah, Holosun. Did you guys see about that? The Holosun optics recall?
No.
Come
put
talk
out, like,
about it.
They
Joe,
put,
come
they put out
sit.
a big recall. Yeah, that's why there's something called the Reese law, right? And it's not for peanut butter cups. It's bullshit. It's
Stupid.
it's where like the battery has to be like hard to get to, so that a kid can't just like open the package and eat the battery or whatever, right? And so there was like a slew of OLED products that just were in non-compliance with that. So there's nothing actually wrong with the optic. There's nothing actually wrong with the device. It's just the packaging didn't comply with the law, so they had to recall a bunch of products. 509T, was that one of them?
It was
I don't know.
anything with a loose battery.
with that packaging. Yeah,
So I
it's
should
just
get a
like
free
where it's
new
just
one?
like in a box. I don't know what the solution was. They want you to send them back in, but like, who the fuck is doing that?
Just keep it.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
I have battleware on mine.
Just make the batteries taste bitter. That's all
Or
you have to do.
better.
They did
Or
that.
better. No, bitter.
Speaking of video games, that was the solution for the Nintendo Switch game cartridges. Official Nintendo cartridges taste bitter.
Really?
Taste
Because you used to lick them.
Well, that'll be something I'm gonna go try.
I had a friend that used to lick his games before he put them in. I always thought it was the weirdest thing in the world.
I mean, gotta see if it's real.
And now I understand why they made them bitter, because I guess more people were doing that than anticipated. Hi, Jason.
What is this thing? The modular red dot site, the Seeker, Hexion. There's too many words here.
Was that Hexion Tech?
Hexion Tech Seeker red dot site.
Isn't that a subsidiary of Strike Industries or something?
Yeah.
Their Strike is the exclusive distributor of these,
I think it's their optics.
so it's a under $100 red dot. It's kind of neat. That is wild. Like that a company can retail a product for that, and like a factory can make them and make money on it, and like there's
Yeah.
enough.
What do you think it costs to make a Holosun? Like just blanket, like 509.
More than your budget optics, because they make high quality stuff. They're the sister company of the company that makes optics and lasers for the Chinese police and military.
Yeah.
So they make quality stuff.
But like sub 100.
See, the thing with Holosun though is they give stuff at a really good price because they want to sell. Because that's how they get better.
I'm just thinking of like the story of Glock, how they were super cheap, and then they were told not to sell them for that price.
Yeah, like charge more money.
The Americans won't take you
So you
seriously.
can't compare that to like one instance.
Oh, I'm just starting like, what does manufacturing cost on?
Tens of ones of yen. They say.
The suicide nets actually are the harder. That's the biggest investment you have to make. Keep the workers in the factory. To lock them
They
in there.
probably don't need suicide nets at Holosun because they're in a special
They're on the ground floor.
preferred economic zone in China. So the company gets benefits like
The
speed.
company gets benefits.
Well, like if an employee has to relocate, because when you move in China, you have to get permission to move from one area to another.
Mhm.
If you're moving for a job with a company in the special economic zone, it's like expedited.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe they treat them a little better.
So totalitarianism plus
Yeah.
light.
Yeah, but what happened June 4th, 1989?
Ooh, look that up on Red Note or Red Book. You can't. You can't. They won't let you.
Yeah,
There's no politics on there.
that's not political. It's just a date. It's just a date to look up for your consideration.
Tank
It's
Man
true.
would argue
If you
otherwise.
if you looked it up, there would be nothing.
I was just trying to go grocery shopping.
I got shit to do.
He was busy.
They ground that guy. And they ran him right over.
No, they just
They ran all those people
hauled
over.
him off.
All the college students or the,
Yeah.
the children on what do they call it? They don't call that college. They call it
They were
University.
University,
threats to
yeah.
the state.
Right. The state is
They
always
all deserved it.
correct.
Just
Jesus
listen,
Christ.
obey.
Todd asks, speaking of resisting the state, thoughts on training on iron sights and optics?
That is Todd. Just drop him.
He lives at no.
I get that information. Give me 20 minutes.
He knows too much.
Thoughts on training on iron sights and optics? I definitely
Yes.
think you should do both. I think you should learn iron sights because it's a skill that you should always be honing and have as a backup. But the red dots are the future. The future is now. Like I think everybody should just kind of have a dot.
The future is now.
Yeah, I have a 1911 Navy model from like 1915. I was thinking about having
Are you
Rob
gonna get
Kendall
milled?
mill.
Hell
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You're
a
gonna
solid
get
plan.
Get like a Miami multicam paint job on it too.
Yeah, specifically Miami.
Yeah.
That or I was thinking like the 90s Cup, Cerakoted.
Yeah, okay. The Jazz Cup.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, Rob Kendall, I was
Brought to you by
talking to him.
Marvel.
Yeah.
Mill of priceless historic.
Just literally mill.
There's so many other ones.
Yeah, right. One of a couple thousand.
I can't wait. We're gonna get. I've been wanting to show off the Garand door handles.
The Garandles?
but I
The
haven't.
Garandles?
The Garandles. Yeah. So we took. For those of you that aren't familiar with Numrich,
Can we
There's a
grab one?
company-
And
yeah, can you go grab one of the on the counter, like the main counter downstairs? So we took.
did you just get that camera?
There's
No, you're good. What happened?
this company called Numrich, and they're like the scrapyard of the gun business. We've sold stuff to them all the time. We get stuff that's like broken or gross or whatever, and we'll just sell it to them, and they'll write us a check for like $12 for all the screws and nuts and bolts
And 50 cents.
whatever. For real though. So I went on their website and I called them up and I was like, hey, what are some of the absolute worst condition? Like, I want to buy an M1 Garand barrel and I'm going to turn it into a front door handle. So like, I don't want a good one. Like, I want one that no one could ever.
I want to
use.
spend $1 on
Yeah.
this.
So they looked and they got some like really roached. These pieces were nasty when we first started working on them. But
You
yeah,
would die if you
we
shot.
came up with a cool, like, we cut it down. It's like, you'll see here in a second, but it's pretty much just the front end of an M1 Garand. And our buddy Doug welded it up. He twisted a cool, like, it looks like a blacksmith job on there. And then Brian Cerakoted them, which, no, I'm just kidding. He did a great job Cerakoting them. And then, yeah, they're ready to go. They're going to go on our front doors. They're going to be really cool. I should have just gone. He's been gone too long.
Yeah, he had to take his coat off.
Was it?
Oh, he's coming.
Didn't he do like a custom
God, he's
color to
coming.
do the Parkerized or whatever?
We probably should have done a Parkerized. He went with like a bluing.
It's,
like a
it's
rich.
black.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like a cut. But he did like
It's
a
a charcoal
custom
blue.
color.
Yeah.
they looked much better without that clear coat
Go ahead and show those off on the camera.
on
please.
them.
Even though that is kind of necessary for.
It made sense to do the
Can you get
clear
it
coat.
close? You show these bad boys off. Little.
Oh
Yeah.
wow! Look at that.
Hell yeah.
We're showing guns on Facebook.
Oh no!
Yeah.
It's just
No,
a.
that's
It's
not-
just a.
The Garandles
The Garandles, exclusive at the Firing Pin.
just feels so American.
Quick,
Hi,
somebody-
Jason. Arms
some-
Preservation Inc.
Quick, somebody
Super cool.
screenshot that of Tyler and edit out the handle.
What'd you say?
He was holding it.
Oh, okay.
This looks really bad.
The Garand was gonna bite back.
Yo.
It's
The
fine.
front side.
It's fine.
There's,
We
there's
got-
no, there's no
Oh,
screw,
dude, what the fuck?
There's no screw in it.
That's a custom one off. Well, there's two of them, but that's a custom two off.
Wow, you can't even see down it. You did a really good job locking that off.
Yeah.
This looks
Yeah.
so bad for Facebook. Like the first time it's not even a real gun. The first time we touch anything.
We're doing our permit classes still.
Mhm.
We've got a class March 1st and 2nd. There's still a few seats left.
Full.
Is it full?
15th and 16th is next.
Nice. That's awesome.
April's filling up. Yeah, March 1st and 2nd is full.
That's wild.
Full
as,
class.
Full as of today, actually.
Charlie Cook was in here
Yeah.
the other day. We gave him the tour. That was pretty cool. He's the owner of of Liberty Pumps over there.
I'm so
Just-
embarrassed.
Just cooking. Why?
Doing the class and I'm ready to go back. It's been like 15 minutes. I'm waiting to get everybody in because all the doors are locked. I see somebody pulling in. I'm like, oh god damn it. Like of course
Super
a
late.
late. Yeah,
Yeah.
why are you so late? So like this lady gets out of her car, starts walking in, and I badge her in, and she's like, oh, I have a badge. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You work here. Like, cool. And she's like, yeah, I work here. And like, I'm like, she's like asking me some questions. I've never met this nice lady ever. And turns out it was Charlie Cook's daughter. And once I found that out, I was just so appreciative. Of course, appreciative, but
Yeah.
I expressed it to her. I was like, I've just never met her. And treating her like a casual.
That is always fun. I was there, I think it would have been the day before that. And I'm like in the lobby waiting for people to like come in. And then just like the door that's behind their like reception desk that like we don't have access to, like that
Yeah.
opens. And like a lady and like her husband and like a couple kids. And she's like, hi, like who are you? And why are you in our building? And I was like, oh, I'm with the Firing Pin. Like we're doing one of our classes. And she was like, oh, and that's allowed. Like, okay. And she was just like in over the
Hello,
weekend, like
crazy man.
grabbing
How did
something.
you get it?
Yeah, like I'll verify that. And then maybe like 20 minutes later, like unrelated, Charlie shows up too. And yeah, same thing. Like I recognized him. I like grabbed the door for him. And like, I think I made some joke about like, you here for a class? Like, is there something I can do? Like, we're closed today. Sorry, sir. And he had his little like poodle dog with him. And he just like sets the dog down, no leash. Like the dog's just like following him all around. And then we go back, like I'm just chatting with Charlie and we're walking like towards the back where the classroom is. And then he notices like that lady's in here with like her family. And he was just like, who is that? Like, why are they here? Like it's Sunday or whatever, Saturday or whatever. Like no one's supposed to be here. So then he like peels off. He's like, oh, I'll see you, Brandon. And then he's like, hi, like, who are you again? And then she's like, oh, I'm the receptionist at the front. And he's like, oh yeah, that's right. Like he knows everybody, but they got a lot of employees.
They have so many.
Yeah.
They're so like I've only like I always look obviously when I'm walking from door to classroom.
Mm-hmm.
They have like office here, office here, office here.
Mm-hmm.
They have so many offices.
It's wild.
Liberty Pumps is wild. I love it. What'd you
What?
say? 2 floors. Yeah, dude.
It's embarrassing. To take my pills.
It's a very
My
specific
birth
time.
John says good evening. Hi.
Hi,
Hi,
John.
John. Super fun. Cool. Well, we're getting there.
Slowly, but
I haven't posted a construction pic in a long time.
let's do a tour. Can I task you with cleaning up a little bit?
Sure. Yeah, I'll just clean up a whole 16,000
construction
square
site.
feet. Give me
Yeah.
5 minutes. Yeah, just saw.
Yeah,
Saw
just
for me. I'll
clean it up. And I'll meet you here with a camera and we'll do a tour. We'll do a little
Sure.
walk by.
I mean,
Maybe tidy up your apartment.
That does feel like an apartment over there. We've been staying here a lot. Like just
I don't think he has heat at his house.
burning that midnight oil. Well, I got stuck yesterday. We went home. Like we'll run home every day, a couple times a day. But like usually lately we've been taking the Jeep because we haven't plowed our driveway like whatsoever. Usually I use the John Deere, but that's stuck here. And I think the fuel, like I haven't started that thing all winter. So I think the fuel like gelled or whatever. Like even though it's
Emulsified?
diesel, like it's just so cold, right? I just can't get that thing started. I had it on a battery charger, like didn't help.
Have you tried
I didn't-
shooting it?
I didn't put any like fuel stabilizer in there, so I think that was my mistake. So usually I use that thing, keeps my driveway nice, right? Scrape it away. But this year I just keep driving down it. So we've been like packing it down, and packing it down. And then yeah, with this last like snowstorm we got, like our driveway was pretty fine, but like getting into the driveway, like while the plows going down the road, like we had a good like we probably had more than between 2 to 3 feet of snow like
Jeez.
piled up at the end of our driveway. So like I would just bash and cut it, right? And I got like all the way down to like our turnaround. And then same with everywhere else, like everything's just ice. There's like 3 or 4 inches of just solid ice, and then there's like 12 inches of snow on top of it. So like I just get stuck like in our turnaround. I'm in 4-wheel drive, but my tires are so bald too. Like I need new tires. It's terrible. I have on my truck. I have every excuse in the book. The Jeep does fine. The Jeep pulls right in, no problem. Anna's laughing at me as she pulls in. And so my truck's like basically like stuck in our turnaround. And then I was like, you know, I gotta do something here. So like I had to hop on Facebook and I had to like, is there someone that can come plow my driveway out? And I had to like pay someone to come plow our driveway like last night.
Well, what
And
do
so
we used to do?
we used to have someone plow here.
Yeah.
Well, originally we plowed with that blue tractor the first couple of years. Then we got a good deal on plowing, but now I'm not going to work with that company anymore. They don't need to be named. But now we're plowing ourselves again. Don't pay to have another man come and plow you.
Yeah.
Who
Plow
are you? I was
yourself.
gonna say, who you plowing?
Plow yourself. Yeah.
That's life advice.
Yeah.
I'm sure we have a couple customers that.
I got some
Jason.
wild. Okay, so my driveway, it's pretty much right at like 100 yards long,
Mhm.
right? Straight shot. But I also haven't plowed through this whole storm, so it's quite a bit. What do you think is like? What would you ballpark? How much do you think that is?
Price-wise?
Yeah, come over and plow.
At least 2, maybe 3.
So I got somebody quoted me $300 to come do it.
I'll be honest.
I
I
went with a guy that charged $80. Yeah.
That's a man that just needs some gas.
He was like probably Jason's age, like had an old, like
Yep.
mid 2000s,
That's some gas money right
like
there.
beat up Ford. Like I could hear him coming down the road. Like remember that old Ford dump truck I had, that
Yeah.
little shitty one, blown head gaskets galore. Like you could hear that thing coming. I was like, is that my old dump truck coming? Like nope. Yeah, had like a kid asleep in the front seat with him, and it was just cute. Like he's like, yeah, $80, and like I'll help you pull your truck out, like if you need to. And I was like, I think if you just like clear out behind me, and then I'll like back out behind you,
some
and then you
traction.
can do the rest of the driveway, and then I'll whatever.
Yeah.
So
Hell
I
yeah,
ended
brother.
I ended up giving him $100. He did a
Hell
good
yeah,
job.
brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, $80 would fill the tank on it.
Oh yeah. Oh
That's
yeah.
about it.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never owned anything, so I usually just have my my complex
must be nice.
plow for me. They actually even shovel my walkway. They salt for me. It's actually pretty nice.
Wow.
Yeah, because they don't want anyone suing their
Yeah.
ass. Like they have to.
You got the Subaru going on too, so that helps.
Don't even jinx me, please.
Ugh.
That's why.
We would shovel our own driveway and split the wood.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's badass.
by hand.
We got some.
No wood splitters. It was just maul.
I've got a pile of logs sitting at the house. that
Sure
I
you
met.
do.
We actually, like, I have a chainsaw that I'll normally use to do it, but I wanted to, like, before the fire, I was going down that path of like, all right, what if you can't get fuel for the chainsaw? Like, so I
Make
actually
your own.
bought a 2-man saw, right? So I have like a 2-man.
How many times have you done it?
You start on one
We've
side,
done it a couple
run around the other
times.
side, pull the other side.
You should get one of those rope saws.
I've never found one of those that really work.
Didn't you do taekwondo
A
though?
rope?
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't.
It's 'cause well, that's how I split the wood.
Okay.
Yeah, you cut them into rounds.
Yeah, he's
okay.
gotta size
Okay.
it.
Just
And
making
then
sure.
That's the.
We got to find some footage of you doing taekwondo. and
Oh,
play
it's
it on
out
stream.
there.
Yeah,
It's out there.
I've seen it once.
Yeah, it's out there.
And just
What belt did you get? To?
2nd degree black belt.
no big deal.
No big deal.
Sit the fuck down when you
Yeah,
talk to him.
no big
Jason.
deal.
Stop
I did
disrespecting him.
taekwondo too. So I actually know a lot. That's why I'm so bitter about Korea, because I know a lot about it. Their history. General Choi, forget it. Fucking forget it. Yeah.
In
fight
what-
her.
in what?
You want
I'll fight right now.
Let's set up a fight.
Yo, get her over here. Next stream. Let's honestly.
Just fucking like break her back like Bane and Batman.
Exhibit A. this will show up in Discovery.
I want to ask you a question, but I can't.
Is it a Patreon question?
It would be, yeah. I don't want to. We need to upload some of these streams. We can't not upload.
Text me the question, I'll just say the
I'll cut it out. Ask him. I'll cut it, dude. Ask him.
We'll cut it in post.
Would your sister have the same advantage doing taekwondo as you would, or no?
She's pretty short.
Why?
Oh, actually, yeah.
Because
So she.
you're just oriented for it the right way.
Jesus
Christ.
That was so much work. That was
You're
so
just-
much work.
Well, when you do like the flying kicks, like I don't know where I'm going with that.
Oh my god.
You're just set up more for it. All right, let's leave it at that. Your hardware is correct. Okay, anybody can download.
Sponsored by
Remember in the
BetterHelp.
Matrix? Like, oh, I know.
Joe,
Sponsored by PF
Vortex
Chase.
release a new optic or something?
I got nothing.
I got nothing.
I got no. Yes, they
It's in
did.
that pile.
Yeah.
Where's the new Vortex?
Speaking of
Oh.
oriented things,
This is a shotgun oriented.
this one's oriented on a shotgun.
Oh god.
Yeah, we're not dealers in Vortex, but Vortex came out with a new shotgun, enclosed emitter, red dot. It's pretty cool.
Why aren't we dealers with Vortex?
Yeah, why?
So we're dealing
Say it.
Because they're pricey. They're pricey to like be a dealer, aren't they? There was a big buy-in, I thought.
It wasn't that difficult. We
Well.
just didn't re-up.
Screw them.
We didn't
Because
have.
we like American-made optics.
It's true. It's true.
Somewhat true.
All of our 2 to 7 power by 30.
Got a couple loopholes.
Over Holosuns.
We have so many loopholes.
We do have quite a few. Should do some type of sale. Maybe.
I did.
Wow.
See how often he's in the garage.
Yeah.
This is the Lewis house.
No, Vortex. We'll
Please.
probably be Vortex dealers with the new building. Honestly, just
It makes
because
sense.
They're probably going to sponsor us too.
there's big weld, see a need, fill a need. But yeah, Vortex Viper has the new shotgun enclosed emitter micro red dot sight. Mounts
a whole ton of
Yep, all of those, and it is a battery cap emitter, so you don't have to worry about removing it
That's cool.
to change out the battery.
I
Or
think-
be a man, get an aim point acro, and mount that right to your
I
vent.
think Olight did it the best with the little cap that recharges the light.
You mean the outside?
Yeah, by O Company. What's their parent company?
O store.
O Store.
CCCP.
That's
Oh.
outrageous.
Just the party.
Canada,
Just
I think they're called the party. No, Canada.
Party City. It's going out of business.
Yeah, that was
Jason says you sold him one sale closer to Nashville. Nice. Nice.
hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Cool. Well,
I just really want to know why you think Jason would be better at Taekwondo than his sister Sarah.
no, I wondered if she is good at Taekwondo because,
Her eyes are bigger.
well, wouldn't that make you worse at it?
Safety squid.
It's from Korea, so like when you do the sideways kick, like now your eyes are like the right way. I don't know.
I'm actually like a foot taller than her.
Really? Explain that.
She's Turner syndrome.
Okay.
What a dick, Brandon.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
Fucking
Holy
Jason.
shit!
I don't even know how much audio is coming
All
through.
right. Well,
Is your mic
You know.
muted?
you win some, you lose some.
Looks a lot.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yep. Whole foot.
Well,
Well, all right. Well, that's been the firing pin.
this is the firing pin live.
1,000% canceled.
Where we go live.
Kevin's on his way up right now to kick my ass. Just-
Jesus Christ.
wow. Can't believe you said that. And you're gonna do this on her birthday?
You've never watched this.
Jesus.
Wait, he's gonna do that? Hold on, who? He's going to do it, not the questions that have been asked.
Wait.
Yeah, I think
He's canceling the stream, not you.
Sure. Wait. He can't do that. Society cancels us. Not.
Well, society cancels us because of what you said, right?
Well, but I can't be held liable for what I say. That doesn't sound fair.
But if everyone's a hero, no one is. Syndrome. 2006. Incredibles.
All my friends are heathens. Take it slow. It's just
So
like
moral
us,
of the
like,
story,
playing in the
I think we have to
background.
fight. I think let's just go back to
I think you guys should fight.
set up the ring. Yeah. All right. Does she okay, here's a real question. Does she say
Careful, SpongeBob.
Taekwondo or is it Taekwondo? Okay, so forget it.
She's done.
Made up.
Yeah. Not even real.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have it.
School's probably in a strip mall, isn't it?
I have no idea.
Master Kim's, isn't it?
Where's that?
You gotta find it on a map. Wasn't he the one that got arrested for touching all the students?
I have no
I think
idea.
so.
Look
That's
that up.
That was your school,
Look
wasn't
that
it?
up. No, they never proved any
Yeah,
of
you had
that.
Boy Scouts
They
doing
never
that.
proved-
Like-
and I was a Catholic altar boy. I,
Batting a million, dude.
see, but that's the thing. I batted 0. Like, got no action.
I'm not from
Pretty elbow.
it nicked me, but it dodged me every time.
I was in the next tent over. I only got to listen.
Jesus, you're just pissed about it. You're like, come on,
Yeah.
I'm trying.
I'm over
I'm stuck in my
Isn't that a South Park where Mr. Garrison is like upset that he didn't get molested?
Yeah.
He's like mad about it. He's like, wasn't I pretty enough, Dad?
One of the best shows ever.
Oh,
All right. Well, this was been a really great run.
this was a stream.
Thank you guys for watching us. This is
We still sell guns.
us signing off.
I don't know if people can infer that from our stream.
Oh, it's in the title, literally.
Oh, okay. We
Literally,
still sell
literally, yes,
guns.
we still sell guns. This is it's actually hold on. This is a gun stream.
Yeah, it's just
We did talk about guns and other things.
Beating up
firearm accessories.
younger sisters.
Older.
Oh, I thought she was younger.
No.
Oh.
Jason's the baby of the family.
Aww.
All right. Well,
Cool.
thank you.
Being a good customer.
Thank you for being a good customer.
Thank you for being a friend.
Hey, that's copyright.